For Shiba Inus, today isn't like any other day. The entire crypto ecosystem, including the Shiba Inu community, was just rattled by Blackrock's announcement. With the flick of a wrist, they acquired millions. But let me tell you something. Something strange is being pointed out by analysts. Concurrently, there have been almost 3 trillion Shiba Inu reported. Plus, this could be the crucial clue that everyone has been looking for. Why is this taking place? And I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll try to clarify. Important notice. Shiba Inus are having a wild day today. What is the cost? Sure, it fell a little. That much is certain. The community's reaction, though, is peculiar. There was a surprising lack of panic. The polar opposite is true. The crowd is energized. Something major seems to be about to happen because there is this electric hum all throughout town. Prices may have fallen, but where is all the excitement? It is increasing rapidly. As if by some miracle, everything is falling into place. Now things start to become interesting. Unpredictable action was just taken by the enormous asset management Blackrock. They pounded the ground. An unprecedented amount of capital, millions of dollars, was invested, and the whole cryptocurrency industry took notice. Investments by large corporations like Blackrock into a token like this are not made in a vacuum. Typically, this indicates that they have noticed something new that the market as a whole hasn't noticed just yet. And that's not all. Things get even stranger from here. At about the same period, a tidal surge of Shiba Inus began to appear. In a single day, about 3 trillion tokens were registered. God, that's ridiculous. It was unexpected by everyone. This is an issue that many in the area are currently pondering. Is this related to the move made by Blackrock? What is going on behind the scenes? Is it something massive? Alright, you might be asking, what about the price today? In light of all that excitement, can we see the allure reflected in it? No, not at this time. Frankly, one expert didn't sugarcoat it when he broke it down. There has been some recent bad news for Shiba Inus. Not at the very peak, but after a steep decline, the price found some wiggle room. Nonetheless, in a more secure location, it has been gradually making a comeback ever since. With baby steps, not in a straight line, not going from zero to hero in an instant. Positively, each dip is slightly higher than the one before it. This indicates that buyers are beginning to re-enter the market and maintain their position. What is the trading volume during these price increases? No big deal. A calm, non-explosive pace. It is in this aspect that optimism is derived. This isn't empty rhetoric. That's not all it is. Underneath, there is a lot of genuine pressure. Imagining a spring being compressed, when it pops, it has the potential to launch. But let me tell you something. Something really significant is occurring behind the scenes, and you should be aware of it, even though the price has been moving at a slightly slower pace recently. The Shiba Inu is exhibiting genuine indications of vitality once more. The whales may be the only ones acting aggressively this time. Some new on-chain data indicates that significant transactions with Shiba Inus have recently spiked. The kind of shifts we're discussing here typically occur only when major stakeholders, such as institutions or mega holders, become involved. The overall worth of these massive transfers has increased by a factor of approximately 2.5 in the past day alone. There's a wave there, not just a little hump. And now everyone is talking about it as if it were the beginning of something major. Not only average people are getting in on these huge trades, they typically involve Shiba Inus valued more than $100,000. Here you can find whales. This is the rate of movement when whales become active. I typically have a good reason. That's why it's important. There had been very little action in Shiba Inu's huge holder for the past week. It stalled out after reaching a massive peak earlier in the month. But suddenly things are picking up steam again. A single object is usually implied by that type of abrupt surge of activity. Building up. The major players are just taking advantage of the low prices to stock up. That is the essence of the intrigue surrounding this present moment. When whales gather in a group, it's typically in anticipation of a major event. Perhaps they're setting themselves up for a big move. Perhaps they have insider knowledge that the market as a whole is unaware of. Regardless, the fact that there has been so much activity at a time when the market is still relatively calm is a strong indicator that Shiba Inu may be in for a big surprise. So there's a whirlwind of activity going on beneath the waves. Even though the charts appear quiet on the surface, major shifts begin just like that. Also, something huge from Blackrock was recorded today, so we're talking about major changes. Believe me when I say that this kind of thing gets noticed. Almost $24 billion worth of Bitcoin was just purchased by Blackrock, the largest asset management in the world. I agree with that. Bitcoin was the recipient of more than $200 million. You can't call this a dry run. This wager is not insignificant. Money from one of the world's most influential banks. This is serious business. It is no accident that a financial behemoth like BlackRock is shifting that much capital into cryptocurrency. In most cases, it indicates that they are preparing for a major event. Now we get to the wild phase. Concurrently, yet another massive movement was spotted in its natural habitat. A massive investor with nearly $200 million in Bitcoin just opened a trade utilizing 20x leverage. That's more than just assurance. It's a very forceful conviction. Big money is riding on the idea that Bitcoin prices are set to skyrocket. It takes absolute certainty or knowledge that the market as a whole lacks to make such a bold move. Now consider the recent events surrounding Shiba Inu. Countless tokens in circulation. All of a sudden there were these huge transactions. The unexpected uptick in whale behavior. Is there a potentially linked subject here? It prompts serious contemplation. Is it merely a coincidence that Shiba Inu and Bitcoin have both seen such impressive price movements recently? On the other hand, are the informed investors subtly setting themselves up for a market shift? Maybe they're perceiving things that we aren't. Perhaps they are already aware that a tremendous wave is on its way, and they're making preparations for it by stacking their cards. It doesn't seem random when you consider the amount of money being tossed around at the moment. Feels like getting ready. You can't miss the signs. Institutional investors are flooding in, placing leverage bets, and whale traders are stocking up while prices are cheap. This energy is like the quiet before the storm. Are we about to see a bullish and explosive event? Because if this is how things are going to play out, the following events may rank among the most significant for Shiba Inu this year. Shiba Inu are more promising than ever before, even when considering the distant future. Despite the erratic behavior of the market in the near term, the broader perspective is painting a different picture. The fact that people still want Shiba Inu is the most fascinating thing. Indeed, it is continuing to show robust growth. The Shiba Inu reached a major milestone just today. The total number of addresses that possess the token has surpassed 1.5 million. There's more to it than that. It shows how far the community has gone. The number of participants is growing, becoming a part of this expanding ecosystem while keeping their tokens. You see, the more holders there are, the more solid the base gets. Nowadays it's about more than just the price. Distribution, adoption, and building a strong network are the key points. More people owning Shiba Inu is good for the environment as a whole. From bolstering liquidity, to facilitating future decentralized projects to bringing everything to life, there are many benefits. There is an increasing sense of optimism in the community as the number of holders keeps going up. It's as if the energy is steadily increasing. The Shiba Inu force is growing, not merely holding. Does it involve organic growth of that kind? That's the type of action that lays the groundwork for sustained achievement. So, whereas some may be content to gaze at the charts for the time being, the astute ones are already planning for the future. What do we perceive now anyway? It's the first step towards something much larger. However, how do you feel about this? Leave a comment below. If you would like to learn more, just click on one of the videos displayed. After that, the video comes to a close. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get updates from this channel if you liked the video. Do not risk losing money because you missed a crucial Shiba Inu update. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you could forward this video to everyone you know. It is time